This video is brought to you by brighttutoring.ca. Don't let school get in the way of your education. Book a tutoring session today at brighttutoring.ca. The Fellowship of Guelphissauga continues, with the mayor playing the blame game at the Council of Elders budget workshop. He ranted on Xwitter about the Big Blue Orc breaking his promise to make them whole after cutting development charges for his property developer friends. The corporation of the Shire's chief financial officer gave the grave news as a $227 million shortfall looms on the multi-year horizon. Can Carly of Klassen and the Elder Elves do anything about the housing cost crisis? And did the mayor break the budget by trusting in the Big Blue Orc? The mayor returned to his office after his long vacation with his family and YIMBY friends. He had a full week of boring meetings scheduled that he couldn't miss, including the big budget workshop. With a looming $227 million shortfall, thanks to the Big Blue Orc, the mayor dreaded the potential loss to his European-inspired SimCity. He sat quietly through his first meeting, the Housing Summit 3.0 Zoom committee, as Olivia of Chow rambled on about the growing homeless camps in the swamps of Toronto. The mayor wished he got paid more to sit through these boring meetings. So instead, he brainstormed ways to play the blame game at the upcoming budget workshop at the Council of Elders. Back at the Council of Elders chambers, the mayor joined the Elder Elves and Carly of Klassen for the annual budget workshop. Hosted by the corporation of the Shire's chief financial officer, Tara Baker, it lasted 3.5 hours. As a well-dressed sunshine lister, Tara wore the perfect attire for the occasion. Wearing all black, with a full button-up shirt, she looked like someone at a funeral, which is exactly what the workshop sounded like. The budget workshop started with a dire tone as Tara Baker reviewed the Shire's budget structure and capital concepts. Legislative changes from the Big Blue Orc and the mayor's new strong veto powers were the new threats looming on the multi-year financial horizon. She counted the millions of dollars lost in development charges thanks to the Big Blue Orc's Bill 23 that accumulate into a $227 million shortfall over 10 years. If the Big Blue Orc doesn't make them whole, as he promised, then the mayor will have to cut back severely on his European-inspired dreams. Knowing this news would disturb the mayor and the Council of Elders, Tara Baker followed the bad news with some good news. Deep within the reserves, the council's compensation is scheduled for an increase next year. The mayor smirked at the tax levy impact that will end up in his pocket. He took the opportunity to distract the room from the compensation increase and started playing the blame game for the tight budget. He pointed out the increase in cement and glass commodity prices last year and blamed that for the spending increase. After the meeting, the mayor was pissed off. If the $227 million shortfall occurs, then his European-inspired SimCity will deteriorate. This would impact some of his favorite inspirational projects, such as Kids Ride Free and the seasonal patio program. The mayor sat in his car and shouted into his phone with a video on Xwitter. He was pissed off that the Big Blue Orc wasn't sticking to his word and ignoring the strategic plan for the Shire. The mayor couldn't go full YIMBY mode without a solid multi-year budget plan. He begged for any creature of the province who was listening to please give him a date for when the Shire would be made whole for the $227 million shortfall. But no one was listening. The mayor's plea fell on deaf ears in the swamps of Toronto. The Big Blue Orc and his creatures of the province weren't around as they were busy abandoning ship from the Greenbelt scandal. Monty of McNaughton, the Minister of Labor and Immigration, resigned from his job. He's the third cabinet minister the Big Blue Orc lost recently. Steve Clark, former housing minister, and Khalid Rashid, former Minister of Public and Business Service Delivery, also resigned from the Greenbelt scandal. Additionally, Ryan of Amato, Clark's former Chief of Staff, resigned in August, and Jay of Truesdale, former Director of Housing Policy, also resigned last month. The Big Blue Orc faced an empty room as he hid from the mayor's calls over making him whole. In the meantime, a $227 million shortfall threatens to ruin any strategic plans the mayor has for his European-inspired SimCity. Can Carly of Klassen and the Elder Elves do anything about the housing cost crisis? And did the mayor break the budget by trusting in the Big Blue Orc? Stay tuned here to see.